Start with the sheer logistics of the vertical city. 163 floors, 57 high-speed elevators, and millions of liters of water pumped straight up into the desert sky every single day. Keeping a structure of this scale alive burns through an astonishing amount of resources. To understand how it avoids financial collapse, you have to look at the math behind the monument. Building a tower this tall carries an immense psychological weight, often framed as a bid for records and global visibility. Behind that skyline silhouette is a specific underlying economic logic. Developer Emaar Properties and chairman Mohammed Alabar used the tower as a real estate anchor. It was designed to serve as a high-visibility lighthouse, driving up property values and demand for the entire 500-acre downtown Dubai district surrounding it. Evaluating the tower's true success requires moving past its height and looking directly at its high-stakes balance sheet. The financial pressure began at the foundation. Anchoring 828 meters of steel and glass in the sand required 192 deep piles and 345,000 cubic meters of high-strength concrete. As the engineering grew more complex, the original $876 million budget evaporated. By completion in 2009, the final construction cost reached $1.5 billion, a 71% overrun. That massive budget hit just as the 2008 global financial crisis froze credit markets. The project required a multi-billion-dollar bailout from Abu Dhabi to stay afloat, leading to the tower being renamed Burj Khalifa in honor of the UAE president, Khalifa bin Zayed. The building survived its birth, but that $1.5 billion in sunk costs created a permanent, aggressive need for continuous cash flow just to keep the structure functional. In the Dubai heat, the daily reality of the Burj Khalifa is a constant battle against the elements. Maintaining a 163-floor facade is a massive undertaking. It takes 36 abseilers up to 4 months to complete a single cleaning cycle of the 24,000 glass panels. But as labor-intensive as that is, it isn't the primary drain on the budget. This pie chart shows the $15 million operating budget. Up to 70% of electricity is consumed by one task: cooling. The tower draws 250,000 kilowatt-hours daily, driving massive HVAC systems and pumps to move cold air and water vertically across 160 floors. This is the height premium. The taller the building, the more expensive it becomes to defy gravity. Every light, every flush, and every breath of cold air at the top comes with a massive energy bill that must be covered by revenue. To survive those costs, the tower functions less like a single building and more like a stack of independent businesses. The directory lists the world-class tenants you'd expect: the 160-room Armani Hotel, dozens of floors of corporate suites, and 900 luxury residential apartments. Looking at the ledger, the prestige of those high-end leases tells a misleading story about where the money actually comes from. The Armani Hotel generates $40 million a year, while residential and office rentals add another $110 million. But as this chart shows, those figures are dwarfed by the observation decks. With 17 million visitors, At the Top generates over $600 million in ticket revenue. The economic reality of the world's most exclusive address is that its survival depends almost entirely on high-volume, middle-class tourism. When you weigh these massive revenues against the building's operating costs, the resulting profit margins are difficult to ignore. This scale shows the current performance, roughly $800 million in annual revenue, set against a $15 million operating budget. While early years were defined by a global financial crisis and complex debt restructuring, the tower's current yield is staggering. In its mature state, it generates enough annual revenue to theoretically match its entire $1.5 billion construction cost every 24 to 36 months. With the primary construction debts long since settled through government intervention and equity, Emaar has turned a high-risk gamble into one of the most efficient cash-generating assets in the real estate world. The numbers suggest this was never a vanity project. It is a precision-engineered financial machine designed for extreme yields. Beyond its own balance sheet, the tower acts as a massive value multiplier, anchoring the entire downtown Dubai district and driving up land prices for miles in every direction. Today, it stands as a LEED Platinum-rated structure, visible from 95 kilometers away, a monument to engineering efficiency and global branding. Its survival is tied to a unique economic loop. The tourists buying tickets at the very top are the ones consistently funding the massive foundation at the bottom. The Burj Khalifa proves that in the world of super-tall real estate, the most expensive, over-budget gambles can eventually become the most profitable assets on the planet.